If you want a business credit card but don't want to get your credit pulled, you're in luck. In today's video, I'll go over 10 business cards that will give you an offer with only soft pull and possibly no credit check whatsoever. In fact, even if you don't have a business and haven't made money yet, it is still possible to get a business credit card. What's up, wonders? My name is Nam. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Here we talk all things personal finance and credit. Start now by subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. So when it comes down to business credit, there are endless reasons on why you should have a business credit card. So let's briefly go over 3 of them. One of the biggest reasons on why you should get a business credit card is to keep your finances separate. Co-mingling of personal and business expenses typically is a red flag if you ever do get audited by the IRS. Having a separate business card just makes tracking expenses easy and makes it much more simpler when tax time comes around. The second one is business credit typically does not affect your own personal credit. Since we are dealing with only soft pull business credit cards, the majority of these cards have no effect on your personal credit whatsoever when you apply. Some of them may give you an offer to determine your eligibility, but they may do a hard inquiry after you do a full-on application. But once you get approved and start using your business credit card, anytime there's any type of utilization or balances that are on your business credit card account, this generally does not affect your own personal credit. However, most business credit cards do have a personal guarantee, so if there's any delinquencies on your business credit card, such as being late, this will affect your personal credit as well. Number 3 is that anyone can become a business. If you think getting a business card requires you to have a corporation with multiple employees, this is just not the truth. Of course, some companies do require more proof if you are a business, but even if you're just a startup that sells items on eBay, this is still a business. Your social security number already makes you a sole proprietor, so it's not that difficult to become a business. But in my own professional opinion, to get access to the best business credit lines available, you're gonna need to be at least an LLC, a partnership, or a corporation. If you do need help getting set up with an LLC, a good friend of mine and fellow YouTuber, Erica from Plug and Law, can help you form an LLC in just 10 minutes. Her company will expedite processing, get you set up with a tax ID, registered agent, operating agreement, and even a business bank account. So if you want to form the core foundations of a business, check her out at Plug and Law. Link will be down in the description. Before we get onto the list, all the links to each one of these companies will be mentioned down below. Now let's go over our first credit card, which will be Capital on Tap. With this credit card, you can get up to $50,000 of a credit line, and they only do a soft inquiry during the application process. There are actually 2 versions of this credit card, which is the regular rewards and the foundry rewards. But we're just gonna focus on the foundry rewards since this will be the one that you want to get. With this credit card, there's no annual fee and you can earn 2% cash back on all of your expenses. As an additional bonus, you can get $199 of a welcome offer after you spend $15,000 within the first 3 months of the account opening. There are also no ATM fees or foreign transaction fees. But what makes this credit card a little bit different from others is that there are 2 repayment options. You can pay the whole statement balance every single month or a 10% minimum each month. For instance, if you have a $1,000 balance, the minimum payment will be $100. Their interest rates can vary anywhere between 10 to 35%. To become eligible for this credit card, you would have to be a registered company in the US with at least 3 months of operations and make at least $30,000 per year. At the current moment, this credit card only reports to Experian in business, so if you are wanting a credit card that reports to DMB, there will be others in the list. This is actually one of my favorite cards right now and is also in my daily rotation. The next card that we will be going over will be the Divvy Corporate Visa. Divvy is also a fintech company that helps businesses by extending lines of credit and helping them spend smarter and save time through their expense management platform. Whenever you sign up, they will only do a soft inquiry and there's also no annual fee. There are 2 routes that you can take. You can do the prepay account or a credit line, but let's just focus on the credit line. The way that this card would work is like a charge card, meaning that you cannot maintain a balance on this card. The type of rewards that you would earn would vary depending on how often you pay off your balance. You can pay off weekly, semi-monthly, or on a monthly basis. For instance, if you were to pay on a weekly basis, you earn 7x at restaurants. But if you were to pay on a monthly basis, you would only earn 2x. Aside from the rewards and credit line, Divvy is a whole expense management platform. This is where most businesses will get more value. It allows you to create budgets, expense reports, and give permissions to different card holders. You also have full control over virtual cards and the cards that you give to your employees. Now, let's talk about the eligibility. Before, they used to require you to have a registered business, such as an LLC or a corporation, but now they are extending credit lines to sole proprietors as well. The key things that Divvy looks for during the underwriting process are your bank statements and balance sheets or tax returns within the past 2 years. Unlike Capital on Tap, they do report to more than one credit bureau, such as the SBFE and Dun & Bradstreet. Now moving on to our next card, which will be the Ramp Corporate Card. At a glance, this is a corporate charge card that does not have an annual fee, earns 1.5% cash back, net 30 terms, and has a robust expense management platform where you can track your spending. These expense management platforms are extremely popular amongst the startup community. it allows you to have complete control of how you and your team spends money. It's been reported with Ramp Partner Rewards, you can save up to $175,000. While I do not think that it is likely to save that much, but I would think that you would save a few hundred, if not thousands of dollars by using any of their partners. For example, you can save on Amazon Web Services, Google Ads, and many other business integrations. Now, the qualifications to get approved with Ramp is that there are no credit checks or personal guarantees, but they want to extend business credit lines to companies that are incorporated in your state. This means LLCs, partnerships, and corporations. So if you are a sole prop, you would not qualify. Their target audience is a little bit different since they do require businesses to have at least $75,000 in their bank account, but $250,000 is preferred to get approved. Now let's keep it moving with American Express. This company does not need any introduction, and this is one of the biggest players in the credit industry. Based on my experience and many other data points, if you already established a relationship with American Express, meaning that you already have one of their credit cards or charge cards, whenever you attempt to apply for another card, you would most likely only incur a soft inquiry. This also applies to business credit cards as well. With both of the business credit cards that I have with American Express, I did not get a hard inquiry on my personal credit report. I was recently approved for the Amazon business credit card and nothing showed up on my personal credit report. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go over all of the American Express business credit cards, but some of my favorite ones without an annual fee includes the Blue Business Cash and the Amazon Business Prime. Whatever your business needs are, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to find a card with them. Moving on to our next company, which will be TORPAGO. This is a relatively new fintech company that was formed back in 2019. In a way, they are kind of similar to Divvy and Ramp since they provide businesses with corporate cards and expense management system. As for the rewards with this card, it is fairly simple. You would just get 1% cash back on every dollar spent. Since this is a charge card that's tailored towards businesses, whenever you do apply, there's no personal guarantee or deposit that is required. They will underwrite you a credit line based on the cash that you have in your bank, spending patterns, and your business history. If you are a sole proprietor, you are also welcome to sign up. Even though you have to plug in your own personal security number, this is only for KYC purposes and they will not do a hard inquiry during your application. Once you get the ball rolling with TORPAGO, they will report to Dun & Bradstreet. The next company that we will be covering will be Citizens Bank. There are actually two cards that you can apply for. There's the Everyday Points Business and the Business Platinum MasterCard. With the Everyday Points, you get a little bit more rewards, such as 2 times the points on every dollar spent on every purchase that you make. As a bonus, you can earn up to 3.5% back in rewards when you spend $5,000 within the first 30 days, then after that, it will just be 1%. As for the Business Platinum, this one will give you a lower interest rate, and for the first 6 months, there will be 0% APR. Then after that, your interest rate would just be variable. This company is actually a bank and not a fintech company. But based on my personal data points and many others, they will only do a soft pull whenever you apply for the business credit cards. But what you really gotta focus on is how long you've been in the business for and your revenue. There has been many data points that show they may not require proof of income or bank statements, so your mileage may vary. On the other hand, there has been some other people who had to show 3 months worth of bank statements just to get approved. Like most banks, they do report to the business credit bureaus, so unless you default on a payment, this does not report on your personal credit. The next credit card that we will be talking about will be the Sam's Club Business Credit Card. This process is gonna be a little bit more complex, so just bear with me. There's actually 2 versions for this card. There's a store card where you can only use it at Sam's Club, and there's also a MasterCard where you can use it wherever you want. This is one of the few cards on the list that you can apply for just using your business credit, and it does not require a personal credit check. So there's no personal guarantee with this credit card. But just as a side note, this will only work if you already established business credit with Experian Business. If not, then you may have to personally guarantee the application. So whenever you do want to apply for this credit card, just make sure that you have all of your documentation ready in the store. Make sure your business has been registered with the Secretary of State and have your EIN number ready. It is best to apply for this credit card once you have around 5 to 7 trade lines on your business credit report, especially on Experian Business. If not, then you may not have enough information to qualify without a personal guarantee. The reason why you want to apply for this in person is that you can tell the person who is accepting the application to run it only using your EIN number. So if you don't live near a Sam's Club, then this may be a little bit more of an hassle since you would have to do it in person. The next company that we will be talking about needs no introduction, which is Chase Bank. So to actually get a business credit card without a hard inquiry is to have a Chase business credit card first. But nah, isn't this a video about soft pull business credit cards? It is, but most people don't know that they can get repeat business credit cards that won't affect their personal credit. So the way that it worked out for me is that I opened up a Chase business checking account, and on that same day, I applied for a Chase business credit card. Whenever you initially apply for a Chase business credit card, they will take a look at your own personal credit score and pull your credit. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that Chase has a 524 rule. So if you open up 5 new personal credit lines within the last 24 months, Chase will deny your application. Once you are approved for a business credit card, This gets your foot in the door to get more business credit cards. If you were to start other businesses, and if you were to apply with different EIN numbers or DBAs, you can get the same card multiple times and repeat sign-up bonuses. So the caveat here is that you would have to take the hit with a hard inquiry for at least one business credit card, then every one after that, this would typically result just with a soft inquiry. The next company that we will go over is KLEERCARD. This company is another expense management platform that also offers a corporate card. I know that there are a lot of types of these companies on this list, but these type of companies tend to focus more on business revenue than personal credit. The target audience for the KLEERCARD are mainly towards new businesses and startups that also want an expense management platform. If you have bad credit, the great thing is that there's no personal guarantee required when applying. To apply is pretty simple. All you have to do is plug in information about your business, some personal information, just to make sure that they can identify who you are as a person, and you should hear a response within the next couple of minutes to know whether or not you get approved. Similar to the other expense management corporate cards out there, these are charge cards, and they'll give you net 7 or net 14 terms, meaning that you would have to pay back on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and you cannot maintain a balance on this card. As for reporting, they do report to business credit bureaus such as DNB, Equifax, and Experian. Moving on to our next company, which will be First National Bank of Omaha. So with their card, there is a pre-approval offer for business owners. But if you do decide to go ahead and do a full-on application, there will be a hard inquiry on your personal credit report. So I actually did pre-qualify for one of the cards the other day, and I got $15,000. Whenever any sort of bank or financial institution that allows you to pre-qualify, go ahead and take advantage of this offer, since there will do no harm to your personal credit. Even though I am pre-qualified, this is not a guarantee that I will get approved. So just keep that in mind. Now let's quickly go over two of the business credit cards that they do have. They have the Evergreen card, where you earn 2% cash back on every purchase. On top of that, there's no annual fee, and you also get 10,000 bonus points every anniversary year with at least $10,000 of annual spend. This is actually pretty nice because I'm pretty sure that most businesses can't hit this. The other one they have is a secured Visa. This is where you can deposit anywhere between $2,000 to $100,000 whenever you apply, and it will be used as your credit line. But a rare feature with most secure cards is that this one will earn interest on your deposit. But my biggest beef with this card is that there is a $39 annual fee. Obtaining business credit does not have to be that difficult, and something that business owners should be able to get. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have affiliate links for all the companies in the description below. If you guys want to know more about business credit, come hang out with me some more over here.